What's good, y'all? This is Jay here again, and we're gonna do another CvS2 set breakdown. This time we're gonna cover a new groove, S groove. I used to play this groove a lot, now I don't, because it's ass, but it was fun while it lasted. We're gonna be covering Izumi versus Gunter. Izumi no longer plays S groove. He used to be the only S groover, really, but now he plays P groove. And he's having fun over there. But, yeah, let's jump right into it. He also plays an interesting S-Groove team. He doesn't play your typical top tiers. Yeah, there's Sagat, but he also has Ken and Benny Maru, with Benny being a specialty character. Okay, starting off with a round start slash. Now, you might have expected him to jump here. I mean, Light's Yama slash is not going to catch most things. So he was probably just expecting a jump. Normally in this situation, you would use medium slash, if anything. But Izumi immediately goes for the wheel kick with Ken, and of course that gets punished. Wheel kick with Ken is a very risky maneuver against good players, simply because good players have really good reactions, and they're probably going to see that move and punish it. Or in this case, not even on block, but just on whiff. Easy punish. Ooh, there's the short hop DP. Tried to go for a tick throw. So yeah, he hit this short hop HK pretty early. But then of course, he canceled his landing recovery straight into DP because he felt like Gunter was going to press there. And then he tried to go for a stand light kick tick throw, but it seems that he did it during his block stun, so unfortunately he doesn't even get a throw whiff, he just gets the step kick. Ooh. Now see, you notice that he kind of did a pre-built sequence here where he did a jab sweep, light tatsu into dodge, and then just immediately goes for the kick. Sometimes when you play S-Groove, you'll do specific reads. There will be scenarios where you think this is gonna happen, so you dodge in response. It's kind of like K-Groovers trying to JD because they feel like, well, it's a common scenario where it's bound to happen. He kind of thought that Gunter was gonna press something to stop his Tatsu, so he just immediately went for the dodge and then the attack, but Gunter sat back and rolled, and now he's gonna punish him. Okay. Notice Izumi's building meter ever so slightly. He's not trying to get to 100% meter because you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your meter sits at around 90% before you reach low health, because by the time you do reach low health, you have enough meter to where you could just charge for maybe half a second and then you'll get a level 3. Alternatively, you would just get the level 3 by getting hit, because you can build meter in S-Groove by getting hit, albeit not as much as, say, K-Groove. And yeah, easy stand medium punch, anti-air. And then a good cancel from Izumi here. This is pretty much your go-to dodge cancel as Ken when you're doing the cancelable close fierce one. I mean, you could cancel it at EP, but obviously in this case, you want to go for safety. Okay, goes for Tatsu to get out of the corner. See, now you'll notice he's just going to keep his meter like that. And then boom, one combo, he already has a level 3. So he's charging ever so slightly. Although, yeah, that fireball was unfortunately a little ill-advised because Gunter was just walking, and then eventually he felt that either Izumi was going to throw a fireball or press a long-ranged poke that had enough lag to where if he rolled past it, he would punish it. And then boom, now Izumi does have a level 3 and infinite level 1s as well, so we'll see how the match dynamic changes from here. Ooh, got the jab. Oh, tried to go for empty hop low, that did not work. Now you'll see Izumi is just kind of waiting. He's staying at a range where Gunter can't easily roll to escape. He can kind of react to that and punish accordingly, while also being able to approach himself. Okay, gets the empty jump throw. And yeah, that's why when you're close, that's always going to be a problem. Especially when you're trying to do a pressure reset with a jump against a cornered opponent, all you have to do is roll. And most times, characters do not really have an option to just, like, beat both. So, you know, when you're in this scenario of trying to pressure reset by jumping at somebody who has a roll in the corner, most times they're probably going to roll. Unless your roll is so bad, like Chang or Cammy, you'll get away with it very easily. So that's kind of what happens here. And now Gunter escapes the corner. He's just going to play defensively. No reason to approach. Ooh, tried rolling in. Gets thrown. So yeah, he did the sequence again, but this time, notice how he doesn't do the dodge attack. He instead just dodges and then waits, because last time he rolled, so now he's adapting to this situation. So good adaptation from Izumi. Nice. Oh, catches the quick rise. Look at that. From all the way back there, and then, yeah, boom. Just beats him to the punch right there. A lot of characters in run grooves, their anti-safe fall game becomes really strong when they can just run at you and then press a long-ranged poke to beat the safe fall. So, yeah, you definitely want to be a lot more careful when you're, you know, doing safe fall against run characters. Ooh, he actually gets him with the wheel kick that time, too. What was he pressing there? Because he got a counter hit. It looked... I don't know. It doesn't... the footage isn't clean enough. I think maybe the fireball or the reflector? I don't know. But he got hit. Ooh, and he hits the meaty. Oh, that's tough. He was trying to throw him. But yeah, this... that close heavy kick is a really strong Ken meaty. And, you know, it worked wonders here. He tried to go for a run jab pressure, but Gunter rolls out of that first run jab. Doesn't want to deal with any of that. And then, in the heat of the moment, you know, that roll custom is going to be very strong. I know roll super and roll custom are seen as scrubby, but I am of the proponent that they work at all levels. It's just that the ones who rely on it are the scrubby runs. The ones that use it every now and then, when the opponent least expects it, that is how you utilize something like roll custom. Now, I will say, Izumi got kind of hoed here. Like, he's in his grab whiff animation, so he clearly threw him. Like, it wasn't a case of, oh, you just pressed at the wrong time. No, he saw the roll and he tried throwing him. And unfortunately, he activated during his throw whiff, so tough luck, unfortunate. I guess on the bright side, this does mean that Gunter no longer has meter. He had to spend a CC on that. All right, now for Izumi's specialty character. You'll notice that Benny has really long range with his jumps. He's like Bison in the sense that he has a floaty jump. He's able to jump from like literally full screen range and still be able to hit like a jump heavy kick. And he also has a cross up too. So he can jump in at you pretty good. And he also has a DP to beat mashing. In case you want to disrespect him. Oh yeah, and of course, how could I forget this goofy ass special move. Great chip out option. And that's what he uses here. Aside from being used in chip outs, it's not really used much else. It's just a chip kill tool. Okay, he's building meter. Oh, it does not punish the crusher, but that does punish. He just missed it by a little bit. Ooh, short hop cross up. Nice, that's a pretty common setup. So you'll see he goes for the short hop, jump like a cross up. And then this is a very common setup. Using a short hop, jump light normal, cancel your landing recovery into the command grab super. And Gunter smartly using Psycho Crusher to just get out of the corner. Now Benny's gonna have to get in again. Yeah, Gunter's playing a lame Bison, of course. I would probably do that in this situation too because it's a low tier. No point in trying to interact with them if most of the time they can't even beat his buttons. And the jump medium punch confirm. It wasn't even a double. It was just a single. But I mean, Benny has low life. So that's going to kill him regardless. Now we have a fairly common matchup. We have Bison versus Sagat. Sagat, though. And you'll see Jump Fierce, you're going to use this a lot in this matchup because short hop pressure, sometimes Bison will try to jump. And because this is Aegir Bison, he also doesn't have a short hop, so he's going to have that very high floaty jump. So yeah, you're going to be using Jump Fierce in this matchup a lot more than you would other matchups. Okay. Ooh, punishes with uppercut. That's corner only, I think. You know, it's mid-screen too, but it's tighter. I was wrong. Ooh, nice. Just barely got out of stomp range. And then, yeah, easy throw punish. He tried to punish the safe fall, but was not there in time. It's tough fighting a Bison that's down backing because, you know, notice how Izumi is playing really tentatively here. That's because he's scared of the RC Psycho Crusher hitting him, and then he has to basically do it all over again. I mean, like I said, lane Bison is probably the best Bison you can play. You know, run away with medium kicks to build meter, use RC Psycho Crusher or Jump Medium Punch to move around, and then, you know, you'll get your CC, and then you CC them. It's the most optimal way to play Bison. And that's a huge whiffed uppercut. Notice how Gunter used sweep here because, well, he doesn't really have a better punish option. He can't just, like, walk forward or roll in and try to punish him. That's why Bison Sweep is a very good move in his kit, because it allows him to get punishes from far away that don't require charge. Good reversal. Oh, misses the safe fall punish again, but that jump light kick pressure reset worked wonders. And he was trying, I think he was trying to jump back medium punch. At least that's what it looked like. But one of the things that makes Sagat's jump light kick really annoying to deal with is that it has a lot of active frames. Okay, Sagat versus Blanca. The classic, good uppercut. Oh, dang, he was not expecting him to safe fall there. He just kind of did nothing. Yeah. I think he tried pressing, but then Gunter just immediately answered with the Blanca ball. Oh, I think Stan Fierce could have punished that, actually. Because he was cornered. It might have barely whiffed, actually, but I feel like it wouldn't hurt to go for it. But in any case, still pretty even. Oh, that's unfortunate. Does not get the confirm into knee. And that's going to be a throw. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a CC. Interestingly enough, he actually hit that off of a low jab. I think he was trying to buffer it, but then just somewhere along the line got jab. Still worked though. It did hit meaty, I believe. It did not hit meaty, but he was blocking high, and then got hit by the electricity. And then, of course, because electricity is what it is, you can juggle it into a custom combo. It is such a dangerous move. And there's Gunter using his patented LMNOP method to get maximum hits in his CC. Ooh, using the stand light kick super cancel. I mean, hey, that's a smart idea as Sagat, in my opinion. I mean, you do basically push chip, although you can roll past it if you know it's coming. So it's not entirely riskless, but I also would say it's something you can go for. Okay, now he's going to have to just really dig in here. Nice. Ooh, trade, and the Blanca ball catches his short hop. Yeah. I mean, when you're at a pixel against Blanca, one Blanca ball is all it takes. And, you know, obviously, when he himself is also going to die, it's risky, but I feel like at this point, Gunter probably thought he's going to try to do a bunch of short hops to try and get me with like a short hop HK uppercut. He reacted to that, just let it rip. That's match number 1. Ooh, nice. That is about as good of a dodge as it gets. I would say using dodge in neutral against Yamazaki is probably one of those matchups that teaches you dodge the best. Simply because Well, it's simple. It's a simple game of roll versus slash versus roundhouse versus jumping. Obviously, you want to dodge against the slash and the heavy kick, but you might have to try and go an anti-air the jump in, or react to the roll and punish it. So dodge isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's only really a one-size-fits-all if the opponent is committing to long, laggy pokes. In this case, Yamazaki with a slash. Ooh, jump jab air to air. Jump medium kick probably would have been too slow in this case. Okay. Izumi putting on some pressure, but look at that stand heavy kick. Yeah, Yamazaki's stand heavy kick pretty much just does it all for him, and at this range, he pretty much just gets him away from him. Creates enough space to where he can start throwing out slashes. Like, basically riskless slashes. Ooh, punishes that. Good anti-air. Okay, Izumi's just going to charge his meter so that he gets the level 3 at low life. Ooh, that's an unfortunate roll. So yeah, he chucks that fireball. He does roll past that. Goes for the double roll. I don't think he was expecting the double roll. He was expecting him to press after that fireball, and then he was going to try and do a dodge into an attack. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Okay, just doing a bunch of jump pressure resets. Run jab pressure. He's a little scared of the CC because of what happened last time. Oh, nice, gets the roll meaty. So yeah, in this case, unlike last time when he tried throwing and got killed by the CC, this time he directly counters it with a strike and hits meaty. Ooh, tries to go for roll again. Oh, he uses the dodge Kara cancel. So yeah, watch very closely. So he dodges. He does the fierce, but then immediately cancels that into the fireball. Now, the fireball in this case auto-corrected the side, which is interesting. But I'm pretty sure he still had to have inputted that on player 2 side as opposed to player 1 side. And yeah, I don't think Gunter was expecting that. The car cancel into the fireball, so he got smacked by that. Gunter's rolling a lot. Let's see if Izumi capitalizes on. Oh, and he doesn't. as I say that, yeah, Gunter's rolling a lot simply because in some matchups it's better to roll than others. Like the Sagat matchup, you kind of don't want to roll against Sagat because he has like a really punishing roll punish game. Meaty fierce into a Link into Super kind of sucks. But in this case, you're basically using dodge as a crux against the opponent. Sorry, dodge as a crutch against the opponent. Basically using it against them. Dodges are not fast, mind you. They're like 30 frames long. They're slow, comparatively speaking. So rolling in on somebody who's dodging is really good because they also don't really have any options other than to try and dodge attack and hopefully meaty the roll. But in this case, with rolls that go on the other side, we saw it earlier with the Kara cancel, but really he committed to the kick attack, which isn't cancelable. But even if he did use the cancelable attack, it was probably going to whiff against a roll CC, and that's kind of what happens here. Yep. That CC's a lot harder than it looks, but Gunter knows what he's doing. With some crouch medium kicks to build a teensy bit of meter. Ooh, trade DP. That happens a lot against Benny's DP. It just trades. Yeah, notice how it also causes a ton of pushback as well. So, in this case, Gunter can't really get a good punish on this, so he's just going to have to go with the stand heavy kick. Ooh, nice. Good short hop heavy kick. Into the DP. Ooh, a reversal command grab. So he goes for the dive kick. Really good pressure tool. And then DPs because he's expecting the mash. Because Benimaru's drill kick typically doesn't offer him enough frame advantage to link in anything. So a lot of times the opponent will try to press on him thinking, oh, he just gave up his turn. But Benimaru, again, has a DP to beat mashing, so that's what he does here. I was not expecting him to use a command grab in response to his command grab, because he was going to do a command grab tick throw, and it was a reversal, too. That's not an easy reversal to hit. That is a half circle back forward motion. Oh, the jump pierce to beat the drill kick. I mean, damn. Yeah, part of the reason why Benny is not exactly the best and why he kind of sucks is because his buttons... He has a couple of standout buttons, but against a character like Yamazaki, who has just really good buttons all around, there's levels to this, basically. Ooh, try to get the roll with the cancelable dodge attack. Okay, alpha counters, doesn't want to deal with the pressure. Oh, he's just jumping. he's jumping at him. He's really trying to force Izumi to not dodge. Because the two main things that I would say you do to make people who like to dodge a lot not dodge a lot are jumping at them and rolling at them. Because both are, when used well, mind you, you can't just throw them out willy-nilly, but when they're used well, yeah, they really make dodge feel like the inferior mechanic that it actually is. Because again, it's slow. So most times it's not fast enough, including the cancel, to really beat anything. Unless you're Cammy, in which case you have a 3-frame option out of it. But most characters do not get that luxury. Some do. I think Benny actually does. He does get a 3-frame option. But in any case, like, it's still kind of rough. Because, you know, you could still get meatied out of that dodge attack. Okay, jump medium punch. Just building meter, trying to get to level 3. And there's the anti-air. Going for the anti-air dash super. It's a simple motion, so, you know, it's easy to buffer when you're trying to anti-air with it. He does get infinite level 1s. Could he set up his vortex? Let's find out. Try to walk-up throw. Yeah, Bison gets a lot of walk-up throws, to be fair. I think that's a fine option here for him. Misses the punish again. Crouch Fierce doesn't even hit it. It's stand Fierce. Like this a little more. Ooh, doesn't punish the alpha counter. I don't think it's punishable, actually. Oh, trades DP. That's a good sequence again. So, he catches him trying to jump away with the short hop light kick. And this is, I think I'm just going to talk about using alpha counter in these sorts of moments for a bit, because yes, Gunter does have a full CC. You would think, well, Benny's at low life, and he's a frail character. He would probably die in like 2 crouch medium kicks, so why not just save the meter? Well, in this case, he's being pressured in the corner, infinite level 1s in his back pocket. Gunter is practically just trying to stuff any momentum that Izumi has. Literally any momentum that he gets, he's just trying to swat him away like a fly. And I personally think like this is a good way to go about using alpha counters. It's to simply stuff an opponent's momentum. Even if you're the one at a serious advantage, because Gunter is at a serious advantage here, using that alpha counter as a means of just literally stopping them from getting any sort of momentum is good, both on the mental side of things and on the ground momentum side of things. So, yeah, him using that half bar to basically, you know, stop Izumi from getting that pressure that could have potentially led to him making a comeback, that is, in my opinion, one of the most underlooked use cases of alpha countering in this game. It's more than just stopping your guard bar from exploding or stopping you from getting chip killed. It can also be used as a means of just stopping any sort of momentum. Because, yeah, like I said, Gunter has all the... He's playing a top tier against a low tier with a full custom in the back pocket for the next matchup. Like, he did not need to do that on paper, but I feel like he should have done that here, and that's what he did. It whiffed, but at the same time, don't matter. It's not punishable. Okay. Now moving on to Sagat. Now Izumi's at a basically a full character deficit. So he's gonna have to do some crazy things with Sagat, and well, Sagat is a comeback god, so I feel like he might come out on top. Okay, Spaced Scissors. That's one thing you're gonna see with Bison in this matchup. Of course, the stand medium punch. I feel like I've covered it in like another video. I don't know if I have, but yeah, Bison's stand medium punch is a really good button when he can use it. Because a lot of times, most characters crouch it, making this button kind of whatever. You basically kind of have to use crouch medium kick, but now you can use stand medium punch, which has more range, and I think a better hitbox too. And yeah, Izumi's just... He's trying to get momentum going, but now he's in the corner. Bison just rolled at him. He could have thrown him, but Izumi immediately goes for the cancel. Goes for the stand heavy kick into Tiger Shot cancel. Good punish. Oh yeah, that did not combo. Just a little too far. From this range, I mean, he still managed to hit a reversal RC Psycho Crusher. That's impressive. Oh, drops his uppercut. That's going to be a CC, isn't it? Yep. It's not looking good. Okay, oh, reversal level 3. Ooh, hits a stand fierce, but just doesn't... Yeah, it's too far. The problem with level 1 Tiger Cannon is that it travels a little slower than the other 2 level fireballs, so you're not going to be able to get the same stuff. Ooh, nice, using the dodge attack. Now he's just really trying to use that level 1 super, or the infinite level 1s. And the dodge attack again. Yeah, so I think that wasn't a stomp. That was just a normal jump. But he did manage to catch him there. I think he actually caught his landing recovery, so he smacked him with that stand heavy kick and then canceled into the level 1. Meaty's the level 1, doesn't chip kill. Tried punishing the scissors, but too far away. And then another case of him catching his landing recovery with the dodge heavy kick. He should still have infinite level 1s because I don't think he's going to get that much life back. Yeah, he's going to still have infinite level 1s. Let's see. I mean, Sagat's comeback factor is really good. Yep, okay, stand light kick into super. Now he's just going to do block. He's going to use these as block strings. Nice. Oh. Okay, Blanca's still dangerous. He also has a CC. Okay, he's got him where he wants him. And that's the end of that. I mean, yeah, what else do you expect? This sequence is cool, though. So, yeah, he gets some pressing, does the stand light kick into super. And then, yeah, tries to go for a block string. Gets the short hop, heavy kick, immediately cancels the landing recovery into super. And, yeah, gets hit by a Elec. Another Elec. Throw. He does manage to dodge on the activation, which in most cases, dodging an activation is really good. But when you are literally like at a sliver of life, this is literally a checkmate scenario. You'll just get thrown. But I do like dodging against activations still, even if it ends up leading to me getting thrown. That's all they get. Unless I'm fighting, like, Hibiki or something. If I'm fighting Hibiki, then yeah, I might be screwed. But if I'm literally fighting anybody else, Maki included, because she's kind of ass, hell yeah, I'm taking that throw all day, every day. If it doesn't mean I die afterwards, because that means I don't get hit by the CC. But in this situation, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. He just throws him. Just chucks him. Ooh, round start wheel kick. Risky maneuver, but, I mean, Gunter went round start jumped at him, so I guess it worked. Okay, goes for the close heavy kick meaty. Yeah, you'll notice Gunter has to roll a lot in this matchup because Izumi is already dodging a lot to deal with his slashes. So that's why you saw in the previous 2 matches that Gunter got really roll happy, because he noticed Izumi really likes to dodge in this matchup. And that's what he's probably going to try to do here. Oh, but see, this is something I wish I could do more consistently. Remember when I said you use a roll to kind of, you know, make the S-groove person's life hell? Yeah, that doesn't really work if your roll goes right in front of them, because they can still cancel into their dodge attack. And if their dodge attack doesn't have a high up hitbox, then they could meaty you and you get punished. Now, again, you know, you don't see this too often just because, well, I mean, it's S-groove. You're not going to see S-groove in general too often. But also, it's a situation that doesn't really cross your mind. You don't really think to yourself, oh, he's rolling at me. Let me try to do a dodge attack and meaty his recovery. I don't really see many people think like that. I've tried doing it, but I'm just not good enough to do that. Plus, I don't play S-groove anymore. I don't got the sauce anymore with S-groove. But, yeah, this is a really nice use case of punishing rolls with dodge, basically kind of maintaining both safety from rolls and pokes. But a lot of times, Gunter is gonna space himself such that his roll ends up going behind him, so it ends up not really mattering in the end. But even so, you know, in this one situation, this is something that I think anybody who's an S-groove player watching this should really take note of. Looking at a character's max roll range and thinking, yeah, if I dodge there, I should be able to avoid their pokes and their rolls if I time it right. So that's what he does. And he does it again. Oh, the double DP. He's going full on Ken mode. Yeah, he goes to the Tatsu. DP. This is the first time. Gunter doesn't react in time, so he tries to press baby to catch the landing at some point. Tries to go for a sweep. I think that was a sweep. Yeah, tries to go for a sweep. No, sir. Gets DP'd. And gets stunned into the full damage 3-piece combo. And gets hit by the overhead. Yeah, he's popping off right now. He cancels the stand light kick into the overhead crazy kick special. That's crazy. You know, I don't really see that too often. And then tried to finish him off with a wheel kick, but it doesn't work. Tries to DP. Oh boy. And then the Tatsu. Like, god damn, what a Ken round. Alright, he's got one hell of a lead. Oh, nice. Look at the range that Izumi's sitting at here. Oh, tried fierce DPing that. I think he wanted to catch the double reverse, but yeah, no, that wasn't happening. Okay, now Bison SCC though. That's gonna be a problem. Tried throwing him, but that doesn't get it. Oh, was that? Yeah, that was a car cancel. He rolled here, and then immediately car canceled his fierce into the funky kick. Oh, good CC from Gunter. One of the risks of short hopping against an A-groove character is that if you don't connect your shit, well, you're gonna get CC'd. And in this case, he can't do anything because CCs are instant activation, so he can't even cancel his recovery into something else to try and maybe salvage it or avoid it. So this is kind of a checkmate situation. Let's see if it kills. It won't kill, but it'll get close. Oh, he dropped it at the end too. Izumi's gonna have a level 3 on hand though. He's gonna look for that cross up into short super. Okay, run jab pressure. Ooh, this time he goes for the much more damaging cancels. So yeah, he's sitting at a range where he can react to, well, not react, but he can basically dodge, and he can dodge like spaced scissors. He could punish rolls, all sorts of, you know, neutral stuff like that. And in this case, he tries jumping at him, dodges, and he actually gets the close fierce. I'm surprised he didn't get thrown there, but he did cancel that really quickly, so it might have beat out the throw startup. And then cancels that straight into the light DP. And he caught the safe fall too. Yeah, that's one good thing about using lighter strength DPs in general. We saw it earlier with Sagat, or at least like almost saw it earlier with Sagat, where you cancel into a lighter version of DP, and then catching the safe fall. Although in this case it's easier for Ken because he runs faster than Sagat, so tough break for Sagat. Now he's got a whole character lead, going for wheel kicks. Oh, RC Blanca ball. Okay, grabs the roll, catches the safe fall. His sweep got whiff punished. Good Blanca ball punish. Sweep, another safe fall punish, another roll punish. I mean, he's just winning every interaction right now. Oh, missed that Blanca ball punish. Tries to go for short to catch him. Oh, doesn't punish the rainbow ball. To be fair, I don't think most people actually punish rainbow ball just because they're so flabbergasted when they see it. Plus, Blanca has very fast recovery from it, so it's hard to kind of punish it once you realize, oh, I can punish that. Oh, nice. Oh, the trade. Yeah, let's look at this whole sequence again. Honestly, I just got to see this again. This was a very, very strong round. So he starts off with 2 wheel kicks, not 1, but 2 wheel kicks. Manages to get away with it, surprisingly. And then dodges the Blanca ball. Gets hit by that Blanca ball, but then grabs the roll. He was expecting that roll, so yeah, he jabbed. He was expecting another fireball, but the fireball didn't come, so he rolled. Easy throw. Catches the safe fall with a stand heavy kick. Catches the Blanca ball with that same stand heavy kick. And then just kind of pressuring. Tried to go for a... I think he tried to go for up ball there, but he missed it. And then, yeah, anti-airs with sweep. Catches the safe fall, but this time with step kick. It doesn't matter which. They both have similar range. Oh, he rolls again, trying to just get out of the corner any way he can, but he lets him out of the corner. A throw tech. Yeah, he's doing a good job at avoiding these Blanca balls, even though he probably, honestly, would have been better off blocking them, just because he gets a punish afterwards, unlike dodging, but hey, he doesn't get hit, and he stays alive. Now notice how Izumi's not really doing anything here at this range. He's waiting for the roll, like last time. He's just sitting right here, waiting for him to do something. And I will say, Gunther has not tried sliding, although at this range you wouldn't slide, but he hasn't really done a Blanca slide yet. And I'm assuming that's probably on the back end of Izumi's mental stack, like he's not really thinking about that too much right now. And then misses that punish, unfortunately. Tries to punish with a short. And then, yeah, doesn't punish the rainbow ball. Punishing rolls with a short is kind of hard, but, I mean, you also have to react to it as well. So, it's just unfortunate. Izumi just missed the punish. It is what it is. I'm surprised he went for that cancel in the DP, though. And he got away with it, too. Gets the crouch fusion kick, gets the step kick. So yeah, this is the best range where you use step kick. Just right at the tip and literally walks into it. Yeah, good spacing here for the step kick. Throws jab. Throws the elect. I think that was RC as well. Yeah, he goes for the forward hop. I think that was just a straight elect, but either way, a throw works there. He doesn't get the safe fall punish because there is no safe fall. And then tries to go for a quick dodge, catches the back hop. I think he was expecting him to throw out like a crouch medium kick or a close heavy kick meaty that he could CC, but he didn't. He managed to catch that back hop with his close fierce, but I don't think he wasn't expecting that because he immediately canceled. Although I think that actually does make it safer, so I think he did that on purpose regardless. And then, oh, I think he tried going... That wasn't Blanca ball. That was the headbutt command normal. At least that's what it looks like. In any case, he trades. He does have a full bar. He has CC, but he's also at a major deficit. And see, there's the situation that I was saying, like, dodging against activations is really good. Would you dodge in this scenario? It really depends, because, yeah, dodging against jumping opponents with full bar of CC can be good, because some of them do like to try and go for the like mix-up afterwards between empty hop low and jump in low. But at the same time, if they don't do anything, they're gonna throw you. So there is a lot of risk in dodging against a jumping opponent. I would say it's a smart move here, though. I think Izumi thought that Gunter was gonna really want that CC, so he went for the jump. He thought he was gonna try and CC him and dodged. So I would say this is a good read. A risky one at that, but it was a good read. And yeah, Gunter is unable to get anything going. He gets a throw, but nothing much more. They dodged twice to avoid that. So he does a reversal dodge to avoid the electricity. And then he chains his dodge again. And gets caught by the low short. Okay, techs the tick throw. Oh, gets thrown. He tried to DP there, I think. But, unfortunately, this is RC Elec. Can't really beat that. Nice, okay, uses the step kick to punish Blanca Ball. And that's not gonna do it, surprisingly. But that will. Yeah, so, we didn't really see the short super all that often with Benny because, well, it's hard for Benny to get in general. But right there, that was a clear as day opportunity to utilize it. I mean, it was a really good whip punish electricity. I feel like that's one thing you have to get really good at in order to be good at the Blanca matchup. You have to get really good at whip punishing electricity. Because despite how good the move is, it still has recovery, and it doesn't have much range. So some Blancas, they might throw it out willy-nilly, expecting you to press against it, and then, you know, get stuffed. But a lot of times, if you sit back and wait at ranges where if he dashes in and doing an elect won't hit, and then you wait for the elect and then you whiff punish it, that is just simple, high-level CvS2 at work. So I think that would be, if I was to get asked, like, one of the main things to get good at with Blanca matchup, it would be anti-airing him and whiff punishing electricity. Because whiff punishing electricity, not only does it feel satisfying, but you also need to get good at it. Otherwise, you're just going to let him get away with stuff he shouldn't, straight up. It's not a hard move to react to either. Once you really get into training mode and, like, really grind, like, you will end up finding it really easily. But that's what happened here. He gets a short super with punish. Doesn't kill, though, surprisingly. He was at this health, too. I mean, Jesus Christ. How did that not kill him? Benny just does no damage. Well, okay, it's a combination of, 1, Benny does no damage, and 2, Blanca is ratio 2, and 3, Blanca has higher health than the average character, but still, like, damn, you're telling me a short super does not kill from that? I feel like a Sagat jab knee would have killed him at this life. But in any case, he's barely alive. And then he tried to push a vortex, you know, he tried to go for the 50-50 and then went for the throw. Luckily, Gunter went for a reversal up ball. And yeah, that does beat the command grab, but at the same time, it's also super punishable. So he just keeps it simple, goes for a crouch medium kick, and then boom, match over. Alright. Let's see if his Ken will pop off like it did last time. K gets the close fierce into the funky kick. So yeah, you'll see here, he didn't necessarily catch his landing recovery, but, you know, I did talk about it earlier, dodging against jumping opponents. If they tend to overcommit to a jump in, I would say go for it, because they still have landing recovery that you can tag. But if you're actually playing the S-Groove matchup as you should, not to say that Gunter can't play it, he obviously can, but, you know, just like at a novice level, if you start facing somebody who empty jumps you, do not dodge. Please do not dodge, because you will get thrown. But other than that, I mean, hey, dodging against jumping opponents works on most people. They're usually not ready for, like, a throw or a strike, so... Oh, good read. So, he goes for the wheel kick, does not get anything, but he senses that, Gunter was gonna try to punish him for doing that. So, he just thought, yeah, nah, I'm gonna just dodge. That's, it's like JDing on a move that you think is punishable but isn't, or parrying it. They all share very similar concepts, dodge, parry, and JD. They all share very similar concepts that you can kind of, like, relate to in certain areas. Well, except for K-Groove, because it's cheap as hell. But, in any case, he gets the punish. Ooh, the early jump in. Yeah, doing early jump-ins against tall guys, it works because, well, when somebody wants to press against you, yeah, that's just gonna be tough luck. You're probably gonna stuff them out. Ooh, trying to go for a cancel Tatsu. Another cancel Tatsu. Look at these dodges. So yeah, he does a fireball, trades, goes for Tatsu, and then, you know, most people like to press after Ken's Tatsu because they don't immediately assume that it's, like, safe. It's really not safe, but most times when people press it, it's typically too late, so Izumi was kind of smart to press here. Or to dodge and then press here. Oh, again. Again, he went for it. It's a good thing that, dodge attacks and Kara canceled dodge specials, both autocorrect side switch. That would be very not good if it didn't. Ooh, catches the crouch fierce. He was expecting a short hop there. Oh, huge DP. And tries to alpha counter to stop his momentum. And in this case, yes, you can say, well, he's trying to alpha counter to stop him from, like, getting guard pressured, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, alpha countering to stop somebody's momentum is very much ideal. And in this case, Izumi has a ton of momentum in this round, and you just want to stop all of that as soon as possible. Ooh, hits a crouch medium kick meaty. That's kind of dope. Notice, he hits this really early, which means he's able to link that into a low jab and then into the BNB. That's kind of cool. I don't usually see that very often. Now Izumi's trying to play some defense. Good reversal DP. Oh, does not get the safe fall punish. That was his for the taking, but unfortunately, nope. His jab got blocked. Goes for jab short into the overhead to try and get him, but I feel like Izumi, you know, he dipped. He got too much dip on his chip, and Gunter just decided to roll out of any gap that he got, which is a smart move in my opinion. I don't think mashing roll is a bad thing per se, because eventually, if somebody's really desperate to get the kill, they're probably going to overcommit to something, which will then leave a gap, and that's what we got here. BNB. Oh, but Ken gets the air throw. Yeah, that's something you don't really like to see if you're the opposition. Characters with air throws are kind of a tricky bunch to deal with when you're trying to jump at them, because if they have a really good air-to-air, that also can be an air throw. Jesus Christ, their effective range effectively doubles almost. Like Claw, for example, his jump fierce is a really strong air-to-air and jump in, and it's an air throw. So if you try to jump at somebody, you know, trying to meet them early, and they press early, it don't matter. They're gonna throw you. It just don't matter. So yeah, going up against air throw characters can be kind of annoying if you're trying to, you know, stop their momentum by jumping at them. You kind of have to approach that a little differently. Okay, charging a little more meter. Okay, now he charged level 3 here because he's like practically a touch away from a level 3, as opposed to almost getting the level 3 and then going from there. Yeah, there's no reason to not charge for a full level 3 here, especially when Gunter's trying to build meter. You might as well build meter yourself. You are at the advantage, and you can, you know, potentially further your round momentum even more by getting a level 3. Gunter's going to play hyper defensively, though. Like, he's going to try to run out this level 3 timer. Ooh, interesting. Goes for the stand medium kick. Anti-air on the instant jump normal. Oh, again, that threat of a Psycho Crusher as you jump at them is always going to be tricky to deal with. Good spacing punish, though. So yeah, he's sitting at a range where Light Crusher just barely whiffed. And Light Crusher, I don't really see that move get whiff punished a whole lot. Most times I see it get thrown, but that's only on block. I've usually never see Light Psycho get whiff punished. But yeah, you know, short hopping at a down backing Bison is kind of a fool's errand, because he already has charge for a Psycho Crusher. He doesn't need to put much mental stack into it. He could just let it rip. Doesn't even require a whole motion. Just requires a forward and like a roll plus punch. And then yeah, sits at that range where Psycho whiffs. I'm surprised he didn't go into super here, but I think he might have just, you know, he didn't want to risk it. He might have thought that he could have blocked, so he just goes for the safe funky kick cancel. Gunter, he's not even building meter, he's just whiffing it for the vibes. And gets the throw. Now, Gunter is still at an advantage in terms of this situation because Benimaru just doesn't have a super, and Gunter has a whole CC. Not only that, but obviously a favorable matchup and a low life character. Okay, going for that pressure. Oh, hate to see it. So yeah, he tried to go for the short hop heavy kick. Good short hop normal to use. He tried to push some extra pressure by doing the leg whip. Rolls in, doesn't get the roll throw. He rolls again, expecting that he was maybe going to try to dodge. Instead, neutral jumps and drill kicks, which, you know, that's fine too. I think that roll he was trying to use to cover both options. Both the dodge and the drill kick. Because drill kick, as Benny, can be annoying if you don't know the matchup, but in this case, that drill kick is unfortunately going to work against him, and yeah, it has landing recovery, as you can see here. He clipped the first 2 landing frames, and that's going to be a whole CC. It won't kill. Okay, meaty crouch medium kick. He's gonna need to get a level 3 soon. Oh, nice. That was some good stuff. Good Psycho punish. It's funny because he actually just barely got the meter from that. So he did the Psycho Crusher, got the meter from blocking, and then just did the super. Good game sense by Izumi to see that he got meter from that and then changed his punish. Although, look at the damage on that level 3, man. That is not good. But in any case, this does allow Izumi to set up his mix-up, so let's see what happens. Charges his super a little bit. Oh, he misses his punish. He knew it was going to happen. Oh, good juggle. Oh, but he did RC Crusher. So yeah, his whatchamacallit, the puffball super, I think that's what people call it. The puffball super does have infinite juggle potential, or I think it has JP3. I think it does, because you can't juggle into another one. If it had infinite juggle potential, that'd be crazy. But I think it does have like JP2 or JP3. Psycho Crusher, though, yeah, it does the job. Now let's see how Izumi does in this round. Oh, he can't. He tried throwing him right there, but got a close fierce. Unfortunately, didn't cancel either, so that was a punish. using that close roundhouse cancel or roundhouse cancel. Oh, that's rough. That's where you would have liked to use the dodge there. But in this case, I don't think he wasn't putting a lot of mental stack into he wasn't putting a lot of mental stack into the CC there. He just kind of assumed that based on earlier interactions, he was just going to do a regular jump in and tried uppercutting him. But that's why jump in CC is so strong, because you're basically forcing the opponent to gamble. Hey, am I going to do a jump in or am I going to CC? Because if you anti-air, you're screwed. And if you don't, you're just going to hold some pressure. Kind of a lose-lose situation here. And note that he doesn't start his combo with a low short, because he's maximizing damage. And then this won't kill, but it's going to give him a ton of momentum. No 3-hit scissors, though. Okay, uppercut, catches with the safe fall. It's still winnable for Izumi, although it's going to be hard. Oh, the roll, and the tick throw. And the Psycho Crushers, expecting him to press. I mean, that's just tough. He was catching him on some of these roll attempts. It's just unfortunate that he didn't have a super here. He was close to getting a super, but he doesn't. Crouch medium kick meatied him. I mean, at this range, yeah, he could have canceled into DP and probably killed him. But it might have been a risky maneuver. He might have not been expecting it. And then tried dodging into the dodge attack, but Gunther, he rolls very, very intelligently, expecting that to happen. Goes for jab, jab, tick throw. Yeah, that works very well. And then an RC Psycho to stop him from pressing on wake up. Jumps out. Now all he has to do is just play lame. Just play lame. Build meter for another CC if he dies. Yeah, he could get a level 3 if he wants, but it doesn't really matter. A level 1 kills him too, so. Just whiffing meter, building meter, building meter. Okay, a throw. Let's see if... Oh, whoa, he gets that. Oh! Yeah, no, that was bound to happen. He kept jumping at him. So, he managed to get a roll throw here. Bison's roll has very little range, so, in these, close combat situations, it can be very annoying to deal with. Especially when, yeah, he pressed those short, maybe assuming that he was going to stay in front, but unfortunately it got behind him. Throw doesn't kill. And then he tried chipping him out with the super. But, dodges can be chained together. So he was able to avoid that entirely. And this had to have been a misinput of some kind, because I'm almost 2,000,000% sure what he wanted to do was dodge cancel heavy kick into super. That was what he had in mind. That was what he was gonna do. But somewhere along the line, he probably did a double quarter circle and then just did a little short hop short. Not exactly what you want. That was just a very unfortunate misinput there, and that cost him the match. And yeah, when you're trying to rush down Bison with no life left, it sucks, because if you jump at him, he's holding down back most of the time, so he's gonna have charge very often. So you're just shit out of luck here. If you jump at him, he Psycho Crushers you. If you do nothing, he's gonna sit there and build more meter. If you try pressing him, he's also probably going to just do Psycho Crusher, because you have no life left and a Psycho Crusher probably chip kills you. So yeah, fighting Bison at chip kill life is god-awful and terrible and overall just miserable. But yeah, Gunter ends that match, and that ends the set. There you were able to see kind of the strong points and the weak points of S-Groove, where you can build round momentum and where you can't, and also why A-Groove versus S-Groove is kind of bad for S-Groove. But yeah, that is all I have for this breakdown. Of course, let me know if y'all have any specific sets in mind y'all want to cover, and that's all I have. I'll catch you all later.